Great to have you with us.
How you doing, Alan?
Friday morning. How you doing?
I'm doing as best I could.
Frankie Citro joining us. He is famous and infamous, I guess, at the same time. Can I say that?
You can say whatever you want, it's your show.
No, I just want to be accurate and fair. You're here for a lot of reasons. Number one, you're going to be appearing this Sunday at the Italian-American Club. There's a variety show that's going on, and they're actually going to be shooting a whole television series around you.
That's correct, yes it is.
Tell me what you, I mean, you're not known, I didn't know you were known as a singer or dancer.
Well, it's been a while since I really sang. Years ago I was not too bad at what I did, but I don't do that much of it anymore, but I still do once in a while.
You do dance and you sing and stuff like that?
Yeah, once in a while.
You tell stories about your days with the guys back then, or what?
I limited the stories to who I'm talking to, yeah.
Okay, all right. You're in the black book right now, but I understand that you've tried to rehabilitate yourself and to try to get out of the black book. How's that working out?
You know, it's something that's been going on for quite some time. I made a decision a lot of years ago to try to reinvent my life, so to speak, and make the people that have said different things about me over the years change their mind. So it's been a big effort on my part to try to make my life a lot better. It's very difficult. The people in Nevada are very unforgiving about a lot of things. So it just takes a lot of time for them to come along my way, you know, and then as the years have gone by, they've seen the change in me, you know, what I might have been and was, and what I am now is two different people, you know. It doesn't mean that I consider myself a dinosaur, Alan. Just don't wake me up. I'd rather stay asleep.
Well, yeah, yes and no, because I saw a video of you, a YouTube video of you with a guy named Damon, D-A-M-O-N.
Yes.
And that wasn't done that long ago, and it really speaks to the fact that one of the things you have not lost is your loyalty. And your loyalty, you did not lose that, and your determination to make sure that people who are on the lower rung and getting crapped on, I'm saying, you know, that you are willing to be able to stand up for those people. I mean, I watched that whole video, and I mean, there was a point in there where you really, you took matters in your own hands at one point.
I stuffed a guy in a garbage can. And it wasn't even trash day. Yeah, you know, I think I've always been for the underdogs since I'm a kid. As the years went by, because of some of the stuff that I've gone through, being the underdog, when I've seen somebody who couldn't defend himself in a normal walk of life, I think I've always been there for them. I've tried to. A lot of people don't know I do have a bunch of compassion, you know, and I try to exercise it every chance I could, and that happened to be one of the incidences. That was a TV show that I was involved in. I just recently sort of parted ways with them because I'm a firm believer when a person doesn't give their word, they're no good. So I walked away, you know. And I had a nice deal on the table too. And that was a lot of time filming the series and all.
Where you came from and the world you came from before you started to rehabilitate, I mean, did you always believe and understand and work by the process that your word is your bond?
My whole life is that way. When the man's word's no good, the man's no good. That's been that way since I've been a kid, and I believe that until present time as we speak.
Yeah, going back to this YouTube that was on Damon, he was I believe mowing the lawn or working in the shrubbery or something like that, and the people had not paid him for several weeks, and they had kind of pushed him around a bit physically. I mean, they were just kind of abusive to this guy, and he was kind of a meek, unassuming type of fellow, and just doing his job. And you looked out the window and said, in so many words, "What the hell's going on here?"
Well, he actually was the gardener in the house that I was looking after in California.
Okay.
And I don't know what the political correct terminology is the boy was a young man who was slow, and some people might consider even retarded, you know. And I come to find out that they didn't pay him for several weeks, and they were abusing him physically. And him not knowing or having anybody to help him, he was putting up with it, and they were just really doing a bad job with this kid. And I decided on my own, which I usually do, and...
You took matters in your own hands?
No, I convinced his foreman to get a hold of his boss and make sure that he was paid to date, and get some overtime money. And I guaranteed him, if he ever put a hand on him again, I hit him in the head with a hammer, make him retard.
Well, that's not all you did. I mean, let's be honest, because what you also did, you took this kid out shopping.
Yeah.
And you bought him a ton of clothes, and you made him really feel good about himself.
You know what? It's nice to be a little bit of a Santa Claus sometimes, you know, and this is a guy who wants nothing because he is slow and he's not aggressive in any kind of way, and he was deserving of a couple of good things in his life, and I was able to do it at the time, you know, so I don't feel like I'm anybody special for doing it or I wanted a reward for it. I just wanted to do it because he had it coming, I thought. You know?
Yeah, but I saw that YouTube video and I was pretty impressed with your attitude. You're deep down inside, you're a teddy bear, you're a softie, and you know, I mean, you've probably been through some rough stuff in the outside. I've read a little bit about your history, and but you know, when it comes down to it, I mean, you really know how to be able to almost shed a tear for somebody like that.
Well, you know, some years ago, I did a radio show, and it was all around music. And what people found out about me eventually was that I'm an insane romantic, you know. But I've kept that quiet, like a lot of other things in my life. I kept it to myself, but people see it sometimes. And I guess as the years have gone by, more people see it now.
You've seen the movie Casino, right?
Yes.
All right. I want to ask you something. I mean, from your experiences here in Vegas in the 70s, 80s, is that fairly accurate?
No.
No, why not?
Well, and this is just my opinion.
Right.
Martin Scorsese being one of the best directors history has had, and still has. He made a movie. He couldn't do it real. I happen to know, on a personal basis, a lot of that things were out of sequence, and they had to make a movie. They
Right.
couldn't do it for real, you know. Joe Pesci is a very good friend of mine.
Was he pretty accurate in his portrayal of Tony?
You know what? He was on target. Now, Joey and I go all the way back to the early 60s, back in Jersey. In fact, I had Joey play for me in a nightclub here in town. We've been pals for a lot of years. I've actually stayed away from him because of his stardom and everything like that. I've been that way with a lot of people. I don't try to tarnish their image in any kind of way with my background. And in that movie, they actually told him daily that he would have to stay away from me. They brought out every stool pigeon you could think of and gave them a payday. And they lied pretty good, you know, so, and they knew I wouldn't put up with that, you know, so. Now, the movie is based on truth, but they had to do an awful lot of changes to make it a movie.
They embellished a lot of it.
Oh, yeah, it's a tremendous amount of it, you know. And sometimes there's some good points in it, and sometimes, I mean, it makes me laugh, and it takes a lot to make me laugh, you know. There's no way that there would be a woman, no matter how beautiful, going up to a high roller and throw his chips all over the casino. It wasn't gonna happen.
That was a big dramatic.
Oh,
yeah,
please. You know, not in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
You know, so. And then,
how about Robert De Niro? Was he pretty on his impression of, or his interpretation of what Lefty Rosenthal was?
well, listen, Robert De Niro is Robert De Niro. No matter what he does, he's gonna do great. Now, if you put them side by side, Robert De Niro not being the most handsome guy in the world, he's still a handsome guy. You take a look at Lefty Rosenthal, he's no oil painting, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he would dress like he was on the golf course all the time with the plaids and the this and the that. You know, if they didn't have De Niro playing him, who were they going to get?
Yeah.
You know, Pee Wee Herman? You know, Lefty Rosenthal. Anyway, let me start off by saying the new president of the Italian American Club has been my pal for a lot of years, Mr. Angelo Casaro. He is the one who's been instrumental in getting me back into the Italian American Club to do the show that's going to be on Sunday. From then, a lot of other things. But anyway, I want to tell you about a couple of the good things that are going to be happening over there. Angelo is bringing in a guy from Milan, Italy, Chef Franco Spinelli. You know, he was voted by the March of Dimes as one of the best 4 chefs in all the United States. That's saying something, you know.
Right.
This man's fluent in Italian, French, English, Spanish. What doesn't he do? He opened up Pianavino's. He was their manager and head chef for 5 years. I mean, the guy does great stuff. I don't think at the IA Club, the Italian American Club, anybody's been as acclaimed and accomplished as he is. You know, it's just been terrific. You know, so if you want to really treat yourself to a great experience, go see Chef Franco at the Italian American Club. You won't be disappointed.
Is your show, by the way, a dinner show?
No, my show is not a dinner show. In fact, for this particular show, we ask people to make reservations before the show because normally the club is closed on Sunday.
Okay.
You know, and I want you to know that also. It's open usually from Tuesday to Saturday. You know, and who knows? Maybe in the near future it'll be open 7 days a week like it should be.
Wow, absolutely cool. So this Sunday, and what time is this going to be?
My show is going to be a dance party at the Italian American Club Sunday at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And we have a tremendous amount of entertainment on the show, a lot of guest surprises. You understand? We have Cornell Gunther's Original Coasters.
Oh, really?
We have the Sensations, Flashback, the Goodfellas. It goes on and goes on and goes on. It's not just a sit-down show, it's a dance party. That's what I'm going to bring back. This is not one of my traditional doo-wop shows. I've made it my business on this particular show for being my show coming back, so to speak. I put about what I call those bubblegum songs, the novelties in there. Mm-hmm. There'll be a song on that show that someone in that audience will say, you know what, I really like that song, you know. It's not one you might not normally hear on the radio, but you got it in your collection.
How do people make reservations?
Well, they can call on the phone at the Italian American Club. We have a few different people that are handling that.
Do you have a number there?
Yes, it's 457-3866.
Okay.
And you can call me direct if you like. 303-80. I forgot my own telephone number. Did you imagine this? I got nervous here.
Well, you know.
303-8254.
Okay, that's your own number.
Yeah.
Okay.
And only be called and used for tickets only.
Okay. 303-8254, but otherwise 457-3866.
Correct.
For the Italian American Club.
Right.
And it's at 8 o'clock on Sunday. And make reservations early. Chances are it's going to be for dinner.
Right.
And then the show is part of that.
No, the show is separate from the dinner.
Okay.
The dinner's separate. The show tickets are $25 a person.
Okay.
We will be selling tickets at the door, and I don't think we're going to disappoint anybody.
Okay, so it'll be probably a sold-out crowd.
Oh, in all probability it will be. And you know, I just like to say, if you got a minute, that
Sure.
all the other things that are going to be happening at the IA Club.
Okay.
You know, Angelo Casaro has been putting together so much entertainment and projects for this club. I mean, we got Denise Clementi that's going to be coming in and doing her show there. She also has the Rising Stars. These are young people with great talent, all the way up to grown-ups. We're going to do a monthly recital. We're going to have a monthly USA amateur boxing matches over there. I mean, it just goes on and goes on and goes on. It's not going to stop. You know, we're ready for banquets and parties, and it's a real Vegas legend over at the Italian American Club. Making it a good experience for yourself.
Frankie Citro joining us in studio, and he'll be appearing at the Italian American Club this Sunday at 8 o'clock. Also, Tom Ficara is producing the show, and if you want to see some great old Vegas stuff, some doo-wop and some great music, just a lot of fun, give them a call at 457-3866, 457-3866, and reserve your tickets today because they will sell out, that I can guarantee you.
What a pleasure. Thank you, Alan, for inviting me.
Frankie, thank you for coming in.
I'll come in anytime you like.
I will get you back in, absolutely. Great to have you with us. Coming up in a moment, Jeffrey K. Howard joins us with a look at movies and a review of Absinthe he saw over at Caesars this past week. I'm Alan Stock, and this is News Talk 720, KDWN. KDWN, KDWN.